laps will be the distance. Remember, the top point achieving cars are near the tail of the field for the start. And we're under green. Oh, we are not under green. It looks like we had a false start there.
I'm going to go right for a minute.
Front row came out of line, Dub Tennell and Dave Sutton. They'll form back up for a restart.
At least do something.
I was looking around at the recorder.
Oh no, the flag. You hit the wrong leg.
He was throwing a flag though, wasn't he?
Yeah. He hit yellow instead of green.
Then I wasn't wrong. I thought I saw him throwing a green flag. Dub Tennell in car number 64 of Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Driving a Ford LTD up on the pole position. Car number 222, Dave Sutton, alongside of him. Full field of 24 cars, the top 24 in the point standings after our opening weekend in 1995. PA's working good.
How they feel?
Just a tad bit warm, but I was heating her up in that late model feature.
Oh, really?
I was getting down. Lining up out of turn number 4. And the green flag is out. Dub Tennell getting crossed up at the end of the back straightaway as the number 222 of Dave Sutton takes over the number 1 spot. The number 89 of Tony Thomas getting turned around also down in turn number 3. Out front, it's Dave Sutton in car number 222. Corey Alphin running at second. Billy Workman at third place. Dub Tennell and then Brian Foster in the 04. They're back into turns 1 and 2. Looks like Rick Mears in car number 91 is headed back to the pit area. The number 64 of Dub Tennell spinning around over in turn number 2. Corey Alphin at second place gets a little loose out of turn 4. Billy Workman trying to get underneath him there for the number 2 spot. Brian Foster in the 04 is right there as well at 4th. During Street Stock feature event racing action and going into turns 1 and 2, Doug Stone in the number 59 gets together with the number 08 of Dwayne Thomason, and the number 292 also gets involved. 49 of Jerry Payne is over in turn 2, a left rear tire down on his machine. Sutton in the 222, building up nearly a full straightaway advantage over the rest of the field, and it looks like we've got a red flag. Red flag coming out.
Fire in 119. 119's on top.
And we understand there's small fire underneath the number 119 over in turn number 2, and that's the reason for the red flag. Kenny Dowell over in turn number 2, a small fire from underneath that car, and the rescue crew is over there and assist in extinguishing it. Top 5. We're back under green. Sutton continues to lead with Billy Workman at second, Corey Alphin at third. They're back in turns 1 and 2. The battles for fourth with Mike Lawson in the 092 along the inside of Brian Foster, and they're side by side for fourth down into turns 3 and 4. Nearly 3 abreast abreast out of turn number 4 as they come down the front straightaway. Back into turns 1 and 2, and Mark Elsie making up some ground now in car number 9 as he looks down to the inside of Corey Alpin on the 4th place spot. And it looks like Dub Tennell and the number 89 of Tony Thomas tangled here on the front straightaway. Out of turn number 4, Dave Sutton with the lead. But it's Billy Workman along with the number 092 of Mike Lawson. They're at 3rd place. Mark Elsie going 4th. Brian Foster rounding out the top 5. Race leaders move out of turn 4. Billy Workman looks underneath Dave Sutton for the number 1 spot. They're back into turns 1 and 2. Mike Lawson in the 092 there at 3rd place. And here comes Billy Workman again to the inside of Dave Sutton for the number 1 spot. They're back into turns 1 and 2. Again, Bill. A feature event for the Miller Genuine Draft Street Stock Division. Top 24 in point standings, Dave Sutton in the 222. The early race leaders challenged on the inside by the number 06 of Billy Workman. The 092 of Mike Lawson running at 3rd place as they race down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. To go, and it's Billy Workman by half car length that time across the finish line as they move into turns 1 and 2. Dave Sutton relinquishing the lead as the number 092 now of Mike Lawson continues to battle for 2nd as they move down the front straightaway. The pair battled for the lead for several laps until Workman took control of the event late in the contest, with the number 9 of Mark Elsie moving into 4th, Brian Foster in 5th, Fred Greenwell running 6th, and the race leaders move back into turns 3 and 4. There's Mike Lawson now making his bid for 2nd place, and he takes away the runner-up spot. Top 6 cars now move down the front straightaway and back into turns 1 and 2 now with 4 laps remaining. Dave Sutton dropping back to the number 3 spot. It's Mike Lawson in the 092 is taking over 2nd. Billy Workman now moves to the inside of Dub Tennell, moving into turns 1 and 2. And it looks like we have the switcheroony there for 2nd place as Dave Sutton now and Mark Elsie drive underneath Mike Lawson for the 3rd place spot as the white flag is out indicating 1 lap. Billy Workman kept his BJ Custom Carpentry, JB's Carpet Barn, Kimmel Race Cars, and Marshall's Auto Parts Racing Oldsmobile out front the rest of the way. And after overcoming a opening weekend practice crash, he comes away with the A feature event victory. Line at 4th, and then rounding out the top 5, the number 04, Brian Foster.